In this IELTS listening lesson, we'll take a look at an example question with audio and think about some of the strategies we can use to answer this question. You're going to understand and be able to practice some of the strategies as well as answering the questions that I give you. Before we move on, I think it's important to remember one thing. It's really vital that you look over the information given to you on your IELTS listening test sheet. That's before the audio is played. By doing this, you will be able to predict what type of audio you might hear. Therefore, there'll be less surprises when the audio is played. Let's take a look at our example question. Questions 1 to 3, choose the correct letter A, B, or C. Now I'm going to circle some key words in the 3 questions here. Question number 1. What is the main topic discussed? I'm going to circle main topic as that means I can focus my attention on the overall topic and context of the audio. In the options for question 1, I can see evolution and evolved mentioned once each. I'm starting to think that the audio might be around the topic of evolution. You can see how I'm preparing to listen to the audio. Question number 2. In what ways have humans changed? Here, I'll circle the phrase humans changed, as I can then listen out for any information about how humans have changed and evolved over time. Question number 3. Why did humans' teeth become smaller? I'll circle the phrase teeth become smaller. Now let's listen to our audio segment. Please remember that you should write your answers during the audio playback. Although still a topic of some debate, evolution is a commonly held theory around the world. The theory states that all living things adapt and change to suit their surroundings over time. So how have humans developed over our time on Earth? We believe there have been numerous progressions in our nature, both mentally and physically, as well as socially. By that, we mean that humans have created rich, cohabiting lifestyles, where living arrangements are shared with other humans. This is not common in all animals, as some living things prefer to live alone. One clear example of physical change is in our teeth and jaws. A very long time ago, humans had not created tools to cut up food. At that time, our teeth and jaws were larger to cope with bigger pieces of food. As we developed tools to slice our food into smaller segments, slowly our mouths and teeth became smaller to suit our eating habits. So that brings us to the end of our audio segment. Did you manage to get all the answers? Let's take a look at the answers now. So, 1, C, 2, C, 3, C. Now we'll take a look at the audio sheet, the script that I read out, and we'll see where the answers in the audio were. Now I'll say my understanding and your understanding of synonyms will have been crucial in you being able to answer these questions correctly. And here we go. I've highlighted in bold where the answers were found, and in blue where synonyms played a very important role in finding our answers. So what is the main topic discussed? Let's take a look at the answer in the sheet. So how have humans developed over time on Earth? See how humans have evolved over time. Evolved and developed are synonyms of sorts, and that helped me answer this question. So for number 2, in what ways have humans changed? This was actually a strategy of eliminating the incorrect answers. A, they have become stronger was not mentioned. And B, they eat less food wasn't quite mentioned. It was actually said that the food pieces humans are eating now have become smaller. So I know that these two answers A and B are incorrect. To check this, I look at C. They have developed intricate social groups. Looking at the script, we can see in bold, cohabiting lifestyles where living arrangements are shared with other humans. That matches very closely with social groups. And for number 3, why did humans' teeth become smaller? C, because humans started cutting their food. And you can see in the script I read out the word slice, which again is a synonym for cutting. I hope that you've enjoyed looking through the strategies for answering questions for the IELTS listening test. That brings us to the end of this lesson.